Yeah, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Yahar down here from GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp in Trinidad. Just want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash, Yahweh, in the name of the Heavenly Father, and Yahushai, in the name of the Son, right? Yeah, and shalom to the few and faithful Aquats out there, under the husband and severity, listening and learning. Yeah, this is Brother Yahar down here again, coming with a short video. The name of this video is The World, right? The world will be astonished and ashamed by the coming of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? Because remember these two jakes, right? These other religions, right? Them so feeling that when Yahweh Hashem, when the so-called Jesus, who is Yahushai, right? Because I'm thinking it's Jesus, but it's not Jesus. You understand? Right? So when the so-called Jesus come back, the so feel is gonna be kumbaya. You understand? It's not gonna be no kumbaya, my Lord, and no hug up and kisses. Right? As the scriptures say that he come with a sword. Right? Yahushua come back with a sword. He come in no peace. He come back with no peace and no. Don't tell Israel and all to go and feel it. Right? This is the book of Amos chapter 5 and 18. Right? It say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. Right? Because you have to remember what's going on in these different religions. And them preparing for the coming of the so-called Messiah. Right? Because remember, in them eyes, them Messiah is who? Allah. Them Master is the so-called Jesus Christ. Right, them master is all these heathen them waiting on the so-called Buddha, whoever they're waiting on. Right, who waiting on Buddha, who waiting on Mother Lakshmi, who waiting on, you understand? Right, but but the man of the Lord, right, the Hebrew Israelites, we know that it's not gonna be so. It's not gonna be so. When Yahushua come back, it gonna be pain and blood stain. Right, it say, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? Right? You saw you wait on your so-called Jesus. What gonna go on when your so-called Jesus come? Right? It's not gonna be a so-called Jesus that come. It gonna be Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? It gonna be Yahushai. Hey, and no self it gonna be astonished by the coming of the Lord. Because you wasn't prepared for that, you know? You wasn't prepared for the coming of Yahushai, and you preparing yourself for the coming of your so-called Jesus. So we're gonna go on when Yahushua come back. It say the day of Yahweh is darkness and not light. Right? It gonna be no kumbaya, my Lord. Don't feel it gonna be all hunky dory and all flowers and roses. No better rose thing here when the Messiah come back. As I say, it's gonna be pain and blood stain. Bare death mourning and woe. Yeah. It says verse 19, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and laid his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Verse 20, it says, shall not the day of Yahweh be darkness and not light? You see, even very dark and no brightness in it. Yeah, it ain't gonna be no better rose when the Messiah come back. It ain't gonna be no better rose. So you so feel what you're going on in China right now, all around, all over the world, right? And this is prophecy. This is prophecy. All over you're seeing looting, you're seeing wars and rumors of wars. You're seeing these jakes running from one country to the next country, trying to flee from that predicament. Right? They're trying to flee from all the famine. They're trying to flee from all the pestilence. They're trying to flee from all these prophecies that come into pass. But you can't flee from it, as the scripture say in verse 19. Right? You can flee from a lion and you can meet up a bear. These Northern Kingdom that fleeing from Venezuela straight into Trinidad right now in this time, and them so feel, right? Them so feel that they're gonna flee from Trinidad, from Slovakia, from Venezuela, and come to Trinidad, they're gonna be all better days. No, it ain't gonna be so. It might be so far a while, you know? It might be so far a while, but we're gonna go on to the end of it. We're gonna go on Trinidad, gonna be just like Venezuela just now. It might, a matter of fact, you know, it might, but it will be even more worse. So you so feel fleeing from Venezuela to come to Trinidad, that gonna be real good. It gonna be worse when the times when Jacob's trouble start. It gonna be even worse. And now self they gonna no I'm going in the mind. These Jakes and them they gonna say, wait, but I shall listen to the my Lord, I shall listen to the Hebrew Israelites. But now self they gonna be too late. Now self they gonna be too late. Because the kind of things they gonna see coming the way, hey, it ain't gonna be good. Let me get this piece up here. This is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4. Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4. It says, a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. Yeah, what you at that show you nothing new under the sun. Right? Nothing new under the sun, because it's the same things going in days are old. Them waiting to see something happen. I was going with these jakes, they doesn't like to listen. They doesn't like to listen at all. They rather see it to believe it now. But it's not so. The time when they see it, then that is when it's gonna be too late. You waiting for to see destruction on the face of the earth, to see when you are when you are sent down all these newly created beasts, right? That you waiting for? Waiting to see a monkey with a lion face and a cobra tail or some kind of thing? That we waiting for? We're seeking for a sign for. You don't already see the chariots and them flying in the sky, and he saw Tiffany out there and telling it's UFO. It's not a UFO, the chariots are the most high. You don't see in all these plagues come on the face of the earth. That you make Moab the self make it, or Esau self them make it, all these plagues. Right? You don't see the mark of the beast come into play. Yeah, you don't see these things come into play. So what are you waiting for? That's why the scripture is saying, let me see if I can get this piece up quick. I'm not one in Matthew, I think it's one in Mark. Yeah. Hey, Shadak, yeah, and slip. Yeah, this is the book of Mark, chapter 4 and verse 12. It says that seeing they may not, they may, that seeing they may see and not perceive. That's what going on with these jakes right now. Right? That's what going on with these jakes right now. You seeing all these things happening, but you ain't really, you seeing it, but it come like you're not even seeing it. When you see the chariots in the sky, it's sometimes it's chariots and believing in lies. Right there with the serpent is lie on top of lie on top of lie. Right? It say, and hearing that, and hearing they may hear and not understand. Because the men of the Lord out there preaching and prophesying to these wicked jakes, right? And the men got hacking onto the word of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. This is not we word, no. This is not the word of man, no. This is the word of the Lord. So that is show really it is. As the scripture say, just roughly paraphrasing, right? If a man don't understand the truth, right, it wasn't meant for him. It wasn't meant for him. So these jakes and them, hey, when the time come, Yahweh Shem Yahshai come back, hey, sorry, you gonna be so sorry. Continue to say and not understand, hear and not understand. Lest at any time they should be converted and their sins should be forgiven them. Yeah, that is sure really it is. That is sure really it is. Let me go back to this precept. Go back to the precept here. Yeah, it say a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto them but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And Yeah, and he left them and departed. Right? So we you seeking for a sign for? We you seeking for a sign for? Turn to the men and the Lord preaching on the street, turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Turn back to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai before it too late shall be a cry. When you see all these things flying in the sky, hey, men got me pee in the pants. Big grown men got me pee in the pants. Hey, let me get this next precept here. Yeah. This is book of Revelation, chapter 1 and verse 7. It say, behold, he cometh with clouds, and every eye shall see him. Right? Every eye, and everybody in the face of the earth, hey, down to the birds, the lions, the bees, you understand? Every eye can see him. You understand? Every eye can see the coming of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. It say, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierce him. Yes, so let's think about this, right? In the days are old, right? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushai gonna put give back that membrane, that remembrance, Salakia. He gonna give back that remembrance of what going on in the days are old, these two jakes and these heathens and them and all too, them gonna remember everything. Them gonna remember every single thing they do from days are old come back to the present. So them who see the Most High, them when they see the Most High and they say, hey boy, I the one who get Yahushua vinegar to drink, or I the one who pong a big nail in the hand. You understand? We're gonna go on with them. We're gonna go on with them and them. You understand? We're gonna go on with these jakes them who was rebelling against Yahushua. We're gonna go on with these heathens them who persecute we Savior. We're gonna go on with them. They might even die before the sight of the beast that Yahushua sent. So we got that is show how dread it is. Here the scripture say, and they also which pierce him, and all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him. Because them got me crying because the coming of the Lord is not no niceness. It's not no niceness when Yahushua come back. The place got me darkened, right? The place got me dark, got me foggy, got me gloomy. You feel when the Mosai come back, it's not a kumbaya and everybody eating and everybody drinking, hugging up and kissing the Mosai. No, it ain't gonna be so. Christianity is nonsense they're teaching you right now. It's nonsense they're teaching you in the churches. Do feel that is how it's gonna be with the teaching in church, you know? Do feel it, and some of these jakes and them in Hinduism and all too. Some of these jakes them in Muslim, you understand? In that Muslim thing. But whatever they're telling you is nonsense. It ain't gonna be so at all. Whatever they're telling you when the Musai come back, how it gonna be, it ain't gonna be so. Here with the scriptures stating, he come out with clouds and every eye shall see him. Everybody in the face of the earth, all kingdoms in the face of the earth gonna see him and they gonna wail. Why they wailing? Because they're seeing the demise in front of the eyes. They're gonna be astonished, they're gonna be ashamed. You know it is for these jakes them, knowing that they're not right in life, knowing because the mother don't hear, they don't hear we preaching in the street, right? They gonna remember the men and the Lord preaching in the street. All these things they gonna remember, otherwise they gonna wheel and they gonna bored because they know they're gonna dead. They know the Most High gonna destroy them. Because them done seen, boy, that is show real it is. That is show real it is, eh? When them see the whole cloud that's get dark, the whole sky that's get dark. The sun, you even seen the sun. So they talk about that blood moon thing. The moon can be like blood. A matter of fact, let me bring all this piece up here one time. This is the book of Joel chapter 2 and verse 31. It says the sun shall be turned into darkness. Them done seen the sun turn black. Like that so-called eclipse. They like to talk about eclipse. It ain't gonna look like that. It even gonna look like that. The whole place gonna be dark. When that eclipse comes, you still seeing a little brightness in the sky. Right? You still seeing brightness in the sky. You still seeing the sun shining a little bit. But the scripture says the sun shall be turned into darkness. You understand? If I go in a room and have no light in that room, not a peak of light coming out of that room, you see how black a color, like the color black this be? No, not for the sun to look like the color black. You see the moon, you see and the moon into blood. Right? You see that blood moon I like to talk about? This is for that moon to look just like the color of blood. That is show how dread it's going to be. That is show how dread it's going to be. Yea, it say the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Shem Yahshai. Right? Hey, the Yahweh Shem Yahshai is the yet. That is, boy. That is a dread day, boy. That is a dread day. But the man of the Lord now, we having faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai that we gonna be saved because we doing what we have to do. It's time for you Jakes who in the world, it's time for you to do what you have to do alone too. You understand? For the Lord's statutes and commandments are the most high. Right, the man Lord out there, they hearken. Don't wait till it's too late. Because if you wait till it's too late, it's no self-figure and say, hey boy. As I just say, right? Some of these jakes them who in churches and hearing the word of the Lord from the Hebrew Israelites in the street. But all they gonna cry blood when I realize that the pastor was lying to all these years. All the mother, all the great-great-grandmother, all the great-great-grandfather was lying to them for all these years. Right? Because you done in Christianity, right? Right? All they done in this Christianity for so long that all they beat it into their brain. As the scripture say, you can't put new wine in a old vessel. So them done had this old wine in the brain, then seep into the brain, right? And then soak into the vessel already. So some of them ain't gonna hearken to the Most High, but hey, that gonna be a downfall. That gonna be a downfall. Boy, look at this precept here, boy. And that is show you how precept upon precept, right? 19. Yeah. This precept here I want to see in the same thing. This is the book of Acts, chapter 2 and verse 19. And say, I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath it, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. Yeah, that is show how dreaded going to be that in that time. That time is not no honky dory time. It's not no it's not no hug up and kiss up and it ain't gonna be so. The scripture say gonna be blood and fire and vapor and smoke. So the place gonna be dark. Right? The place When the chariots them come out and all these angels them come out and all the man Lord come out, what gonna go on? It's death, mourning and war. Right? Because the man Lord then come to the man Lord, right? Right? The elect it come out kiss nobody, hug nobody. You know, them want to then get back the remembrance how we going these are all, right? How to persecute the man Lord and how to persecute the Mosai, the son of the Mosai. Right? Them don't have all remembrance and all too. That is why it ain't gonna be no honky dory time, man. Verse 20, it say the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon blood. Look here what it say again. Say the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon blood before the great and notable day of the Lord come. Yeah. That is show dread is gonna be. It ain't gonna be no cool hungry time and these jakes them, hey, when they seen that, when the jakes them seen that, what's going with them boy? Them jakes quick to run. Them jakes quick to run. Right? And these jakes them who had the MOB, Slakia, who had the MTOB. Right? we gonna go on. We gonna go on with the jakes them. Some of them go stand up and try to fight because they getting program. Some of them gonna run. Some of them gonna cry blood. You understand? Some of them go and pray. Right? With the scripture say. Some of them go and pray, but they were shy to go and you have not gone hearken unto the voice. Right? But hey, you gonna have a group. Right? Like always when you see the movies, you gonna have a group. Everybody doing what they have to do, what they're doing. Who crying, who running, who trying to fight against it, who praying. You understand? Yeah, that was how it gonna be. Just so it gonna be. We go to this next precept here. Yeah. This is Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 16. It says, they shall be ashamed and also confounded. Yeah, that you gotta go on with these jakes of them. All who fighting, all who praying, all who crying, all who running. Yeah. That is what gonna happen to them. It said they shall be ashamed and also confounded. All of them, they shall go to confusion together that are makers of idols. Because they remember this, them what them doing? Why them still on earth? Right? Why them still on earth? Why you still on? They got me thinking. Because I remember all these movies that they make Rapture and Left Behind, right? And all these movies that they make, that they still make, you got me thinking, but why are you still doing here? Why are you still doing here? Right? You can say, wait, boy, left me behind. All these jakes them who go in church, all these jakes them who in Islam, about that religion, then, right? Them got me saying, hey, why you doing here, boy? If I leave me behind, what I do wrong? Where do wrong? They never listen to the man, Lord, in the sheets in the bed sheet. You understand? Moaning and crying and piping the pipe. And piping the song and all the no dancing. No self, eh? Yeah, verse 17. You see, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Yeah, that Israel go back to the 1/3. Right? That Israel go back to the 1/3. The 2/3 jakes go and die. These heathens them go and feel it. And on two, it says, ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. Right? Because that world without end, that going back to the A. Go back to the kingdom of heaven, boy. I go back to the New Jerusalem, who the man Lord gonna be ruling. Right? Alongside Yahweh and Yahushai. Hey, that is sure real it is. That is sure real it is. Real it is. You feel it's not no joke. It's not no jokey thing when Yahushai touch back down. It's not no jokey thing. Let me get this last precept here. This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 6. Right? Because as the scripture say, Musa gonna make newly created beasts, right? Thing that they never even see before, thing that they didn't even think about. Yeah, thing that they even think about. Like go back to the I think it was the man Solomon 11. Yeah, they gonna be shooting sparkles through their eyes, all kind of thing. We feel like all these movies from, you feel Underdog or Superdog, you feel them jet. When they shooting the sparkle through the eyes and they're flying and it ain't gonna be sober, it gonna be 10. I can't even check it. You can't even check how worse it gonna be. You understand? But let's check 10 times worse than Underdog or 10 times worse than Superdog. What going on? Yeah, the book of Revelation chapter 9 and verse 6. It says, and in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die. Right? Because, hey, imagine this, let's imagine this, right? Because the scripture said that they're gonna be tormented. Right? Do feel when the nuclear this come and burn you up and hit you and they get so down. Do feel that's gonna burn and they gonna dead there, so no, you gonna be tormented, and you don't know, God alone knows how long you gonna be tormented in that fire. God alone knows when these beasts them come down. God alone knows how long you gonna be tormented. You a freaking lion with with a bear head and a scorpion tail gonna be eating you, and you just gonna be watching yourself getting eat and you're not dying. You watching yourself bleeding and you're not dying. That way scripture said men shall seek death in those days. Right? You gonna want to dead, you might jump off a building, the tallest building in America, or the tallest building in Trinidad, wherever it is, you might jump off the tallest building and you ain't gonna dead. You understand? He ain't gonna dead. If a man do that now, he dead surely. But in then timings, you be shooting yourself like this. I watching this video with this wicked man, if it's a Jake, if it's a Hamite or what. He had a gun on him and he shooting himself with different firearms in his mouth. Right? And he not dying. That is show Jerry A. Gambi, you gonna try to shoot yourself in the head so many times. The bullet might go through your head, and you gonna feel the pain, but you ain't gonna dead. You understand? You might chop off your head, you never know your head might be on the ground there. And you watching your head might be on the ground and you watching your body. You understand? And you watching your body there and you just crying, you just bawling. You understand? And that's how it is. Yeah, if I can never read it too, but Revelation 9:6, it says, in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. You understand? So this is what going on in them time, and you going, hey, that is how it is, boy. I don't want to be there in that time. So right now, what we have to do, boy, get up your loins and seek Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Stand firm in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Because great is Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You understand? Yes, hope this video was edified. Once again, I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Hey, double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. And salutation to the brothers around the earth are preaching this word in truth and sincerity. Hey, shalom to the elect. And if you are unfaithful acquats under the husband, listen and learn. You understand? Being sober minded, right? In sobriety. Yeah.